Namaskar. Now we are discussing application of matrices. Out of many applications, we are discussing one application in solving the system of linear equations. Now these equations we have solved by many methods up to 10th standard. In 11th standard we have solved by Cramer's rule also. In 12th syllabus in matrices we are solving the linear equations in two different methods. Before discussing the actual method of solving the equation, we will discuss how to write given equation in the matrix form, because in both the methods we are requiring this concept of writing equation in matrix form. So let us consider first equation: 2x plus 3y is equal to 5, 4x minus 5y is equal to 8. Then these two equations we are writing in the matrix form as A into x is equal to B, where A is formed by using the coefficient of x and y from the equations. So from first equation, coefficient of x and y are 2 and 3, so they will form the first row of this matrix, and the coefficient of x and y from second equation, 4 and 5 minus 5, will be in second row. This capital X matrix is a matrix of variables used in the equations, that is x and y. We are calling this matrix as a matrix of variable or matrix of unknowns. In right hand side we are using this column matrix, in which we have used 2, 3. These are the coefficient of x and y from first equation. That's why we are using this 5 in the first position. So 8 will be in second position, so that this will continue the value of second equation. Now using this representation in two equation, two variable, same concept can be applied for three equations and in three variable. So these three equations are given, we are using them in the matrix form. So what we are observing, we are forming the first row of this matrix, which we are calling as a matrix of coefficient. So coefficient from first equation are 1, 3, 4. So we have used these three values in first row, 1, 3, 4. From second row, second equation, coefficient of x, y, z are 2, minus 1, 1. So they are written in second row, 2, minus 1, 1. From third equation, coefficient of x, y, z are 3, 1, minus 5, 3, 1, minus 5. Into the matrix of variables, so variable in these three equations are x, y, and z, written in a column matrix. In right hand side, the column matrix we are writing with the right hand side constants of the equation starting from first equation. So constant of first equation is minus 5, as we have taken coefficient of first equation in first row in left hand side. In middle we have taken second equation for forming the second row, so that we are using second constant in the second row and third constant in the third row. So these three equations are written in the matrix form, where capital A is a matrix of containing 9 elements, and it is called as a matrix of coefficient. Capital X is a matrix which is column type, contain the unknowns which are to be eliminated, which are to be evaluated, and capital B in the right hand side is a matrix of constant from the equations. Now if this idea is with us, then we are using the methods to solve equations using the matrices. So first method is called as a method of inversion. Its name itself using the word inverse. So in this method we require inverse of the matrix. So where it is to be used and how to work in this method, this is the working rule for using the method of inversion to get the solution. So in general I am considering three equations: a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3, then these three equation as we have written in matrix form can be written like this, where the coefficient of x, y, z from first equation are a1, b1, c1, they are in first row, a2, b2, c2, they are in second row, a3, b3, c3 in third row. The variables in the equations are x, y, z, they are written in the column matrix, multiplication with this matrix of coefficient, and in the right hand side after equal symbol we are having a column matrix contains the right hand side numbers d1, d2, d3 sequentially. So we are calling the first matrix with capital A letter, second matrix with capital X letter, and third matrix that is in the right hand side, it is called as a matrix of constant by capital B. If I call this as a equation 1, then in the method of inversion we are pre-multiplying this equation 1 on both sides by A inverse. So A inverse in the left hand side, A inverse in the right hand side with multiplication. Now multiplication of matrices satisfies associative law. That's why this middle number can be taken with first number. So A inverse into A and third number is equal to A inverse multiplied by B. So this bracket A inverse into A, we have already considered it as a capital I, that is identity matrix. So A inverse into A is equal to I into this X is equal to A inverse into B. Now this I is a silent matrix for the multiplication, does not change the value of multiplication. So this I into X is nothing but X, and that is right hand side is same, that is A inverse into B. Now this implies that we should have value of A inverse. This method of inversion requires inverse, so we are requiring inverse which is to be multiplied with B to get the value of matrix X. So we find A inverse by adjoint method and use it in the second equation to get the value of capital X, and by equating we can get the value of small x, y and z variables. So this is the actual roadmap to use method of inversion. Now actual example can be solved by using the method of inversion. So we will consider once again the same example which we have discussed here. So example will be like this. Solve following equations by method of inversion. Solve following equations by method of inversion. So example will have the heading like this: solve following equations by the method of inversion. In this we are considering this first example. So equations we are having 2x plus 3y is equal to 5, 4x minus 5y is equal to 8. So this will be the starting of your answer. You use the given equation. If constants are in the left hand side, then transfer the constant to the right hand side. If the variable is absent, then write that term with zero variables, zero coefficient. So zero coefficient with the variable if absent term of variable is present. So these two equations we have already written in the matrix form as 2, 3 in first row, 4 minus 5 in second row, the matrix of unknown that is x and y, and matrix of constant 5 and 8 in the right hand side. Now we call the first matrix as A. This matrix is A So capital A, we have got the value of this matrix as a 2, 3, 4 minus 1. Capital X, we are having the two variable x and y. So this is a column matrix, and capital B is having the structure as 5 and 8, which is column matrix having these two elements. If this is the equation first, then by this procedure, what we are doing? Pre-multiplying this equation by A inverse. So this equation, when multiplied by this A inverse, will have its next form as AX is equal to A inverse into B. So this AX is equal to B, this equation 1 is multiplied by A inverse. So this pre-multiplication gives us the left hand side in next step as A inverse into A, as associative law is satisfied in multiplication of matrices. So A can be taken with the A inverse into that capital X is equal to A inverse into B. Now this, as we have already said, A inverse into A is I. So this can be taken as capital I into X is equal to A inverse into B. So I is a silent matrix for the multiplication, and that's why this A inverse into B gives us the value of the capital X matrix. So if I say this as equation 2, now in equation 2, what we are requiring? We are requiring A inverse. And by which method we want to find it? We want to find it by adjoint method. So when we get A inverse, then take product of A inverse with B, which will give us the matrix capital X. So let us use the matrix A to find its inverse. So inverse is to be evaluated by using the adjoint method. We can find it by row transformation, column transformation, but it is easy to get inverse by adjoint method. For adjoint method, what we are requiring? We are requiring determinant as well as adjoint. So A, available A gives us its determinant as, if this is a A, then its determinant will have the same element at same places with determinant symbol. So we will have this cross as a minus 10, minus by formula, and 4 with 3 will be 12. So we will have this addition as minus 22. So determinant we are having. In adjoint method, we are requiring adjoint of a matrix. So to adjoint, we are requiring cofactor. So if I call capital Aij be the cofactor of element Aij in capital A, then we will have 4 cofactors, that is A11, A12. If I write this A12 at this position and A21 and A22 at this position. So what to do to get the value of A11? As we have discussed in adjoint method, in 2 by 2, whenever we are finding A11, we want to use this formula with a minus 1 raised to the sum of these two subscript, that is positive 2, into the minor when we eliminate first row and first column. When first row and first column is eliminated, first row, first column is eliminated, we are having this value as a just minus 5. So this value is positive, this minus 1 raised to the 2 means even power of minus 1 gives us positive 1, and minus 5 in multiplication gives us this as a minus 5. Second cofactor A12 means eliminate row number first with column number second. So this 1 2 when added gives us 3 into eliminating first row with second column. First row with second column from A, we are having the element 4. So minus 1 raised to 3 means minus 1 is having odd power. When odd power is there, it gives us minus 1 and into 4, that is minus 4. After this, we want to get the next cofactor, that is A21. Eliminating second row with first column, it will give us 3 with the minus 1 raised to the power sum of these two number is 3, and elimination of this second row with first column gives us 3. So minus 1 is having odd power, it is minus 1 into 3, so it is minus 3. And last cofactor, that is A22, can be evaluated by using minus 1 raised to sum of these subscripts, that is 4, and eliminating second row and second column, we will have 2. So positive 1 into 2, as even power is there, minus 1 after having even power, it gives us 1 into 2, so it is 2. Now to get adjoint of a matrix, we are requiring these 4 cofactor. So adjoint of A can be directly evaluated using this cofactor as use first two values A11 and A12, that is minus 5 and minus 4 in the first column. So minus 5 minus 4, minus 5 minus 4, A11 A12 in first column, first number in first column, second two number in second column. So next number gives us minus 3 and 2. So adjoint is evaluated by using the first two cofactor in first column, next two cofactor in second column. So after having adjoint, we can get easily inverse of this matrix. So A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So determinant of A, we have got it as a minus 22, and adjoint of A is a matrix having the 4 element as minus 5, minus 3, minus 4, 2. Now let us turn towards equation second. We are requiring this A inverse matrix which is to be multiplied with B. So using equation 2, we have, or we get this capital X is equal to A inverse. In place of A inverse, what we have, this is giving 1 upon minus 22 with the 4 element minus 5, minus 3, minus 4, 2, and this is multiplied with B matrix. What is B? B is having this 2 element which is in column form. So B is in multiplication with A inverse. So element of B are 5 and 8 which are in multiplication. Now these two matrices are actually in multiplication. So we want to take their product. So first row with this column, and in second row with the same column, keeping minus 1 upon minus 22 as it is. The product of these first row with this column gives us the first pair as minus 5 with 5. So this is minus 25 plus by formula, and next two pair gives us the product as minus 3 with 8, minus 24. As columns are odd, so we can conclude from this side minus 4, second row with this column, so minus 4 with 5, minus 20, and plus 2 with 8, 16. So what we have, we are having 1 upon minus 22 with the matrix minus 25 and minus 24. So this gives us their addition as minus 49 and minus 20 plus 16. So this subtraction will give us the value as a minus 4. Now this is the value of capital X. So what is X? X is a matrix containing two elements, small x and y. So this X can be replaced by its value as small x and y, and this we have got. We can use this operation dividing each element as external number minus 22 is there. 1 upon minus 22 means divide these two numbers by minus 22. So first number will be, after division, negative upon negative, this will be positive, and 49 upon 22, negative upon negative, so this is will be positive, and this will also 4 by 22. So capital X is replaced by its original value small x and y, and by dividing each number by minus 22 we are having this value as now equating by equality of matrices, by equality of matrices we get first with first. That means the variable x will have 49 upon 22, and variable y can be written as second value 4 upon 22. So this is the method of inversion, means we want to use inverse. So this is the method of inversion when equations are given, two equations with two variables. So this is the first example containing two equations and two variables. Now we are using same method when equations quantity is 3 and variables are given along with the equation 3. So let us use the example containing 3 variables and 3 equations. So the first example we have discussed using the method of inversion. Second will be like this: x plus y plus z is equal to 1. Second equation is 2x plus 3y plus 2z is equal to 2. And third equation is x plus y plus 2z is equal to 4. Now in this case also we want to express the equation in the matrix form. So the given equations are to be written in the matrix form. So we will have the matrix form of the 3 equations as, so above equations can be written in the matrix form as the general structure of the matrix form is like this. In left hand side we are using the matrix of coefficient. That means from first equation we want to write the coefficient of x, y, z in first row. So coefficient of x, y and z from first equation is 1, 1, 1. From second equation coefficient of x, y, z are 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. And from third equation coefficient of x, y, z are 1, 1, 2. this is a matrix which we call it as a matrix of variable. So variables name are x, y and z, and in right hand side we call this matrix as a matrix of constant. So constants given in the equation are, that means the right hand side of the equation, 1, 2, 4. So this is a column matrix containing these three elements. So we call this matrix as a capital AX is equal to B. If I call this as a equation 1, so we here A can be written with the elements 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Capital X is a column matrix containing the element as x, y, z, and capital B is a matrix of constant containing the element 1, 2, 4. Now the procedure once again same. Multiply this equation by A inverse, that means pre-multiplying equation 1 by A inverse. So this will give us A inverse into capital A into X is equal to capital A inverse into B. Same thing, that is A inverse can be taken with capital A with this matrix B, and this A inverse into A is always I. So I into X is equal to A inverse into B, and this I into X is X itself is equal to A inverse into B. So this is the matrix X which can be evaluated by using the product of A inverse with the matrix B. So our target is to get the value of A inverse by using adjoint method. So A is with us. In adjoint method we are requiring two information, determinant of A and adjoint of A. So we will find determinant of this matrix A. So determinant of A is equal to the same 9 element of A in determinant. Its expansion can be taken using first row. So expansion will have 1 and cross of remaining 4 element. So this will give us 6 minus 2. Middle element with minus sign and cross of remaining 4. So the remaining 4 gives us, first 2 gives us 4 and next 2 gives us 2, minus in between there, plus 1 and cross of remaining 4 in second row. So this gives us 2 and minus the formula, and product next 2 gives us 3. So what we have in each bracket, we will have the difference as 4 minus 1 with 2 plus 1 with minus 1. So this we have as a 4 minus 2 and minus 1. So what we have? This is minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So determinant of this matrix is positive 1. Now after having determinant, we are requiring cofactor to get adjoint. So 9 cofactor we are requiring. So we are finding cofactor somewhat directly. Instead of doing all procedure, we know that first 3 factors. So cofactor, that is symbol we are using as a capital Aij. So Aij be the cofactor of element Aij in capital A. So first 3 cofactors are like this: 1, 1, 1, A12, A13. Next 3 cofactors are A21, A22, A23, and next 3 cofactors are A31, A3 2, A3 3. So we want to get the values of these 9 cofactors using the matrix capital A. Now we have to use their signs. The values are attached with -1 raised to the sum of the subscripts. So this subscript decide whether the coming value is with positive one or negative one. So we are having that sign convention as first one is positive, second one is negative, third one is positive, fourth one is negative, next is positive. After that this is negative. After negative it is positive, negative, positive. So positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So starting from plus, ending with plus, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, up to these 9 elements. So we will have the cross of remaining element A11 is a cofactor by eliminating first row and first column from the matrix A. So eliminate first row and first column, we will have remaining 4 elements with, that is 3 2 1 2. Their cross will be like this. So the cross is 3 into 2, that is 6. 3 into 2 6, and 1 into 2, that is 2. So the difference is 4. After this, next cofactor, that is A12, means we have to eliminate first row with second column. So we will have these 4 elements. Their cross will be 4 minus 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So external minus gives us minus 2. Next, eliminate first row with third column. So we will have these 4 elements. Their cross will be 2 minus 3. What is 2 minus 3? It is minus 1. Now eliminate second row. As first subscript in these 3 is 2. So we have to eliminate second row with first column, second column, third column. With first column, elimination of second row with first column gives us remaining 4 elements like this. Their cross is 2 minus 1. So what is 2 minus 1? It is 1. And this external minus gives us minus 1. What is next? Eliminate second row, second column. So we will have these 4 elements. So their cross once again gives us 2 minus 1 structure, and it is 1. Next, eliminate second row with third column. So this elimination is giving 4 elements, 1 1 1 1. So their cross is 1 minus 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So it is 0. Now in 3 elements we are requiring elimination of third row. So eliminate third row with first column. So we will have these 4 elements. That is, first 2 number gives us the product as a 2, and minus 3. 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 gives us minus 1. Next, eliminate third row with second column. Third row with second column elimination gives us this 4 element. Their cross is 2 minus 2, and 2 minus 2 is nothing but 0. So this element is 0. And last cofactor, that is elimination of third row with third column, gives us this 4 element. Their cross is 3 minus 2, and 3 minus 2 is nothing but 1. So in such way we can find immediately the values of 9 cofactors, so that we can get the value of adjoint of the matrix capital A. And we have discussed in adjoint method, in finding adjoint directly without taking transpose and all that, we can get adjoint of this matrix A by using first 3 cofactors in first column. That means 4 minus 2 and minus 1. Instead of writing according to their position, we are using them in the first column. That will form the adjoint of a matrix A. So using first 3 element, 4 minus 2 minus 1 in first column, instead of writing them in first row, we are using them in first column. That will be the value of directly adjoint of A. So we will have next column of second lot, that is minus 1, 1, 0. Minus 1, 0, 1. So this adjoint, after having the adjoint and determinant, we can have the inverse as 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So 1 upon determinant of A, determinant's value is 1, and with this adjoint matrix, that is 4 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 1 0 minus 1 0 and 1. So we will have A inverse as like this. So A inverse is just, except this 1 by 1 is 1. So we are using A inverse in equation number 2. So to get the value of capital X, so using A inverse in equation 2. So what is equation 2? That equation is X is equal to A inverse into B. So this X is a matrix of variables. So its actual values are small x, y, z, and A inverse is having the value which we have evaluated with this 9 element, that is in first row. 1 by 1 is 1. So we do not write that 1 by 1. So its actual elements are 4 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 1 0 minus 1 0 1, and this A inverse is to be multiplied with the matrix B, and the value of B is column matrix. Its elements are 1 to 4. So this is to be written here 1 to 4. And what is next? Next is to take the product of first row with this column, second row with the same column, third row with the same column. So the answer of this product will have the structure in the next step as minus 4v, that is 4 with 1, plus by formula minus 1 with 2, plus by formula minus 1 with 4. We can close from this right side. Second row with the same column. So pair of the product will be like this: minus 2 with 1, that is minus 2, plus 1 with 2, plus 0 with 4. Third row with the same column, that is minus 1 with 1, plus 0 with 2, plus 1 with 4. So the actual values we are having plus 4 minus 4 will be cancelled, and we will have minus 2 in the first position, plus 2 and minus 2 in this case can be cancelled, and the middle number in the end we are having 0, plus 4 minus 1, this difference is plus 3. So this matrix reduces to the simple number, that is minus 2 0 3. So this is the value of this matrix in the left hand side. So x, y, z, and in the right hand side we are having minus 2 0 3. So by equality of matrices, we have chance to equate them. So to get the value of small x, we equate them to the right hand side matrix. So first number with the first number, second with second, third with third. So we get that x is equal to directly as a minus 2, y is equal to 0, and z is equal to 3. So this is the structure of using method of inversion when equations are having their quantity 3 with the variable 3. So 3 equations and 3 variables can be used in the method of inversion with this much of the answer. By using step by step, we can get the value of 3 variable. X is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 0, and z is equal to 3. Thank you. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मागच्या पिरियडमध्ये आपण मॅट्रायसेसचा बेसिक पार्ट बघितला. त्यानंतर 12वीच्या मॅट्रिक्समध्ये अलाउड एलिमेंटरी ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन कोणकोणते आहेत त्याबद्दल आपण डिस्कशन केलं. त्याचाच यूज करून आपल्याला 12वीच्या एक्झरसाइज 2.1 मध्ये काही एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत. एक्झाम्पल अतिशय सोपे आहेत, 1-2 स्टेपमध्ये आन्सर येतील अशा पद्धतीचे सोपे एक्झाम्पल आहेत. सोपे असल्यामुळे ते ऑलरेडी इथं तुम्हाला फळ्यावर दिसत आहेत. एकदा आपण बघूयात. एक्झाम्पल फर्स्ट जे आहे, मॅट्रिक्स आहे 2x2, कॅपिटल ए 1 0 -1 3 आणि R1 डबल इम्प्लाइज R2. हे तुम्हाला लक्षात येत असेल की R1 डबल इम्प्लाइज R2 means we have to interchange first and second row in this matrix A. So first row is 1 0, second row is -1 3. So let us interchange them. So first row element will be -1 and 3. Second row element will be now 1 0. So this is the answer of this first example. Let us see second example. B matrix is given with this 1 -1 3 2 5 4 as a 6th element, and operation which is to be applied on row first is R1 minus R2. So with this operation matrix B is transformed into new structure where no change on second row. 2 5 4 2 5 4 will be as it is. Now what to do? We have to subtract 2 element of second row from element of first row. So this 2 is subtracted from 1. So this subtraction will looks like this. So 2 is subtracted from 1. So this resultant answer will be -1. In second pair, 5 is subtracted from -1. So answer will be -6. 4 is subtracted from 3. So this will be -1. So matrix B is like this. Answer of this B when transformed by this operation will be like this. Let us use second example. In this case we are having two matrices, capital A and capital B, with these 4 elements in each. We have to use this operation on A and this operation on B. So let us use this operation. This is simple interchange of first and second column. So in A, first column and second column are to be interchanged. So by this operation matrix A is transformed into new structure. Second column, that is 4 3, will be at first position and 5 1 will be at second position. On B we have to interchange first and second row. So B's first row is 3 1. It will be at second row position, and 4 5 element of second row will be at first position in first row, that is 4 5 will be in the first row. So this was example 3. Let us use example 4. In example 4, here also we have given A and B matrices and 2 operation on each of the matrix, and answer is to get their addition after these operations. So let us use first operation, twice of C2 on A. Twice of C2 on A means middle column, second column of A are to be multiplied by 2. No change on first and third column of A. So first 1 0 will be as it is, third -1 3 will be as it is, and middle column, second column will be twice of each. So twice of 2 is 4, twice of 1 is 2. So this is the answer after operation. Now let us use second operation, -3 times of R1. -3 times of R1 on matrix B. So let us use same element of second row as no change on second row. -3 times of each element of first row will be -3 into 1. So this is -3. -3 into 0 0. -3 into 2 -6. The answers which we have got by these 2 operations, we have to add them. So matrices addition takes place when 2 matrices are having same order. So this is 2 by 3 matrix. This is also a matrix of order 2 by 3. So their orders are same. So we can add them. So after addition, the resultant matrix will have this element. The first element is formed by using addition on these two corresponding positions. So 1 plus minus 3. So 1 एडिशन से प्लस लेते हैं तो -3 के पहले प्लस 1 प्लस -3 आंसर इज -2. 4 प्लस 0 आंसर इज 4. -1 प्लस -6 आंसर इज -7. नाउ फोर्थ पेयर 0 प्लस 2 दिस इज 2. 2 प्लस 4 दिस इज 6 and 3 plus 5 this is 8. So we have got these two matrices and after adding them we have got this answer. Now turn to example number 5. Matrix A is given with 9 element and we have given 2 operation on this A. Thrice of R3 means 3 times of each element of row number 3, and next is C3 plus twice of C2 means we have to multiply each element of column second by 2, add them with corresponding element of column number 3. So by first operation thrice of R3, so this operation is on row number 3, no change on row number first and row number second. So we have to use same element of row number first and row number second. Now let us multiply each element of row number 3 by 3. So 3 into 3 gives us 9. 3 into 3 this will be 9. 3 into 1 is 3. After completion of first operation, let us take now the second operation on this obtained matrix. So operation is on third column and C3 plus twice of C2 means second column के हर एलिमेंट को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है और उसको थर्ड कॉलम के करस्पॉन्डिंग एलिमेंट में ऐड करना है. तो इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ये -2 आता है. उसको ऐड करना है 3 के साथ तो ये आंसर आता है 1. उसके बाद में आपको इस 1 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. उसको ऐड करना है C3 के एलिमेंट के साथ मींस 0 के साथ तो उसका एडिशन का आंसर आता है 2. आपको इस 9 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है तो आंसर आएगा 18. उसको ऐड करना है 3 के साथ तो आंसर आता है 21. सो दिस इज द एग्जांपल नंबर 5 on which we have taken 2 operations one by one. Later on example number 6 is as it is like that of the example number 5. Now turn to example number 7. Matrix given with element 1 2 3 4 and we have to convert this matrix into upper triangular matrix. So what is upper triangular matrix? In basic part we have discussed a upper triangular matrix is a square matrix whose diagonal element below the diagonal. If I consider the matrix of this order 2 by 2, then we are having 4 elements. So this is the principal diagonal. So the principal diagonal is having element, but the element below the principal diagonal, that means in 4 element we are having only 1 element below this diagonal, and on the diagonal we are having these two 1 4 and non-diagonal above the diagonal is 2. So our target is to convert this position as a 0. So the element below the diagonal is 3 and this 3 is to be converted into 0. So our target is to convert this 3 number into 0. So 3 gives us answer as a 0 when we subtract another 3 from 3. We are having 3. So 3 gives us 0 when -3 is near to that 3. So this resultant answer gives us 0. So to convert this type of data near this 3, we have to multiply. We have to use this row number first. So using row number first and changing row number second. So multiply the required multiply row number first by required number and you can add and subtract from second row. So operation is like this. If we multiply first row by 3 and subtract it from second row, if I multiply 1 with 3, so answer is 3, and subtracting it from corresponding element of row number second, so this will be 3. So 3 minus 3 structure gives us 0. So this operation is useful for converting this given matrix into upper triangular matrix. Means we have to convert only one element which is below the diagonal into 0. So this operation is capable of giving this number as a 0. So by this operation, change occurs on second row, no change on first row. So 1, 2 in first row will be as it is. Multiply the first row element by 3 and subtract them by corresponding element from second row. So this number is multiplied by 3. So answer is 3, and subtract it from this second row element. So this gives us 3 minus 3 as a 0. Similarly, on second pair, same operation. Multiply second element of first row by 3. So this will be 6, and subtract it from corresponding element of row number second. So this will be 4 minus 6 structure, and 4 minus 6 will give us minus 2 as answer. So our target was to get matrix into upper triangular matrix. Here we can see element below the diagonal is 0. Only one element is there. As 4 element in 4 element matrix, we are having only one element below the diagonal. So that's why we can say matrix is converted into upper triangular matrix. Now similar type of work in example number 8. Convert this matrix 1 minus 1 2 3 into identity matrix by suitable row transformation. So we have to use row transformation. And what is meant by this identity matrix? We have seen in basic and 11th standard. Identity matrix is a square matrix, scalar matrix, and it is having its diagonal element as 1 1 and each non-diagonal element as 0 0. So diagonal element must be 1 1, non-diagonal must be 0 0. So in this matrix, to convert it into identity matrix, if matrix is of 4 element, so we have to perform 4 operations step by step, one by one. So what is the first operation? First operation is to convert this element. Target is only on this first position to get it as a 1. If it is not, इसको पहले 1 लाना है. अगर नहीं है तो इस एग्जांपल में ऑलरेडी ये 1 है, जो आपको डायगोनल में चाहिए 1 1, तो वो ऑलरेडी 1 है, इसलिए आपकी पहले ऑपरेशन कम हुई है. तो आपको 3 ऑपरेशन लेना बाकी है. दूसरी ऑपरेशन पहले लेने के बाद होता है इसकी ऑर्डर. आपको इसको 0 लाना है और यूज करना है फर्स्ट रो का. पहले रो का ही यूज करके उसके नीचे का एलिमेंट आपको 0 लाना है. तो इसको 0 लाने के लिए जैसे आपने 3 माइनस 3 का स्ट्रक्चर तैयार करके 0 लाया है, उसी तरह से ये 2 के सामने ऐसा आपको नंबर चाहिए ताकि वो 0 दे सके. तो वो एक ही है, वो -2 है. तो -2 लाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसी तरह से आपको पहले रो को यूज करना है. इसका मतलब इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, और मल्टीप्लाई करके इसमें ऐड तो नहीं कर सकते. ऐड करने से 2 + 2 = 4 आएगा. तो आपको इसको सब्सट्रैक्ट करना पड़ेगा इसी से. तो इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करके इसमें से सब्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो आपका यहाँ का पहला जो पोजीशन आपको टारगेटेड है, यहाँ वो 0 मिल सकता है. तो इस ऑपरेशन से आपको वो 0 मिलता है. तो ऑपरेशन है सेकंड रो के ऊपर. पहले रो के एलिमेंट आपको एज इट इज मेंटेन करना है. सो 1 - 1 विल बी एज इट इज. नाउ मल्टीप्लाई दिस नंबर बाय 2. सो आंसर इज 2, and subtract it from second row element, corresponding second row element. So 2 - 2 structure gives us 0 at this position. Similar operation on second pair. Multiply this -1. -1 को आपको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है और उसको सब्सट्रैक्ट करना है सब्सट्रैक्ट करना है 3 से, तो आपको ये डबल माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा और 3 + 2 का स्ट्रक्चर आपको क्या मिलेगा 5। तो ये पहला आपका टारगेट था, ये 1 0 वाला कॉलम तैयार करना है रो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन यूज करके। तो ये 1 लाया है, वो ऑलरेडी आपके पास था, इसलिए ये आपको लाने की जरूरत नहीं थी, लेकिन उसके नीचे का 1 आप नीचे का नंबर आपने 0 लाया है। अब इसमें आप देख सकते हैं कि ये 4 एलिमेंट में आपको थर्ड ऑपरेशन होता है इस एलिमेंट को 1 लाने के लिए। तो पहली ऑपरेशन ये यहाँ 1 लाने के लिए, बाद में यहाँ 0 लाने के लिए, उसके बाद में यहाँ 1 लाने के लिए। अब जिस एलिमेंट को आप 1 लाना चाहते हैं वहाँ है 5, तो 5 को 1 लाना है। जैसे यहाँ 0 लाने के लिए आपके पास सब्सट्रैक्शन हेल्प करता है, लेकिन 5 से 1 लाना है तो आप -4 एक ऑप्शन है, लेकिन ये आपको नहीं वर्क करना है। यहाँ -4 से ले कर सकते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ का 0 निकल जाता है, ये ऐसी ऑपरेशन परमिटेड नहीं है। तो 5 से 1 लाना है तो 5 को 5 से ही डिवाइड करना है। 5 को 1 लाना है तो 5 को 5 से ही डिवाइड करना है। तो 5 कौन से रो में है? 5 कौन से रो में है? 5 है सेकंड रो में। तो सेकंड रो के हर एलिमेंट को मल्टीप्लाई करना है, सेकंड रो के हर एलिमेंट को मल्टीप्लाई करना है। लेकिन मल्टीप्लायर कौन है? नॉन जीरो होना चाहिए, तो नॉन जीरो लिया है आपने। और कोई भी स्केलर मींस रियल नंबर हो सकता है, तो आपने नंबर लिया है इस टाइम 1/5। लेकिन ये 1/5 है क्या? ये अगर आप दूसरे लैंग्वेज में लिखना चाहते हैं तो ये है, आप इस तरह से लिख सकते हैं। आपने सेकंड रो को 5 से डिवाइड करना है, तो सेकंड रो के हर एलिमेंट को 5 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो आपकी सेकंड रो के एलिमेंट चेंज होते हैं। फर्स्ट रो के एलिमेंट इस मैट्रिक्स से आगे कंटिन्यू करना है, तो 1 - 1 विल बी एज इट इज। और आपका सेकंड रो का एलिमेंट डिवाइड हो रहा है 5 से, तो इस 0 को 5 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो ये होगा 0। और आप सेकंड रो के नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट को 5 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो 5/5 का स्ट्रक्चर मिलता है 1। तो आपका तीसरा टारगेट था इस कॉर्नर पोजीशन को 1 लाना है, वो आपका कंप्लीट हुआ है। आपका लास्ट वर्क है कि 1 के ऊपर जो नंबर है, 1 के ऊपर का जो नंबर है ये आपको 0 लाना है। अब ये 0 लाने के लिए यहाँ कौन बैठा है? पहले -1। तो -1 0 कब दे सकता है? जब उसके पास क्या होगा? +1। तो -1 ऑलरेडी है और यहाँ +1 भी ऑलरेडी है, तो आपका यहाँ टारगेट पूरा करने के लिए आपको R2 का यूज करना पड़ता है। R1 में जो यहाँ का पोजीशन का एलिमेंट आपको 0 लाना है, तो कंपलसरी ये एरो याद में रखो, नीचे 0 लाना है तो R1 का ही यूज करना है, और ऊपर 0 लाना है तो उस केस में नीचे का 1 मींस R2 का ही यूज करना है। तो आपका टारगेट ये कंप्लीट होता है -1 के साथ ये 1 ऐड करने से। लेकिन ये 1 कौन से रो में है? सेकंड रो में है। उसको क्या करना है? ऐड करना है। कहाँ ऐड करना है? R1 में ऐड करना है। तो R1 में बैठा है -1, आपको ऐड करना है R2 का एलिमेंट मींस 1। तो इस ऑपरेशन से आपको जहाँ एक्सपेक्टेड है वहाँ 0 आ सकता है। तो ऑपरेशन आप चेंज का ऑपरेशन लेना चाहते हैं आप पहले रो पे, तो R1 implies R1 plus twice of R2, so sorry R1 plus R2। तो इस ऑपरेशन से चेंज हो रहा है आपका पहला रो। दूसरे रो के एलिमेंट आपको एज इट इज मेंटेन करना है। तो दूसरे रो में था 0 1, तो 0 1 आपने एज इट इज मेंटेन किया है। और आपकी ऑपरेशन कहती है कि R1 में ऐड करना है R2 के एलिमेंट को, R1 plus R2। तो ये दोनों को ऐड करेंगे तो 1 के साथ ये 0 ऐड करने से आपका पहले रो का एलिमेंट जो 1 आपने एक्सपेक्ट किया था वो एज इट इज मेंटेन होता है। उसके बाद में आपका टारगेट है दोनों को ऐड करना है, तो -1 के साथ +1 आता है। तो इस ऑपरेशन के जैसा आपने लिखा है वो 0 तैयार होता है। और आपको ये जो मैट्रिक्स मिला है इसको एक बार ऑब्जर्व करो, क्या मिला है? डायगोनल, डायगोनल है 1 1 और नॉन डायगोनल है 0 0। तो ये जो मैट्रिक्स है यह इसके जैसा दिखाई देता है 1 0 0 1। तो इस मैट्रिक्स को ही आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स कैपिटल आई से डिनोट करते हैं। तो यही आपका टारगेट था कि गिवन मैट्रिक्स को आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स में कन्वर्ट करना है। तो इस तरह से इजी एग्जांपल आप रो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन का यूज करके सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। अब ये सिंपल एग्जांपल है, इस मेथड का, इस टाइप के वर्क का आपको इनवर्स फाइंड करने के लिए आगे यूज करना है। तो आगे के पीरियड में आप इनवर्स फाइंड करने के लिए सब आइडिया यूज करना चाहते हैं। थैंक यू।